Challenge. How do you give candy to trick-or-treaters without making contact with them? Some people might say, leave a basket outside, maybe even toss it to them from your front door. Or others might say, make one of those candy chutes. It's super simple and cheap, but I already made one of those back in 2017, so I wanted to spice things up a bit. Let's see. How about an over-engineered, flywheel-driven, electronically programmed, aluminum-framed candy cannon? Yeah, that. While it might seem like a bit much, I had about 3 weeks before Halloween and I didn't really have any projects planned, so I started planning it out. I wanted to make something that would be able to launch a piece of candy from my front window into my driveway, and ideally have it land in someone's candy bucket, placed in a designated area. I drew out these preliminary schematics where it basically consisted of 2 flywheels, a barrel to shoot a piece of candy through, and some sort of pusher mechanism. At first I wanted to make it fully automatic with a belt system similar to a Nerf rival gun, but I had to scrap that idea for the sake of time. Anyway, I bought a bunch of metal bars from the local hardware store and got to work. The chassis is made of aluminum and is mounted to a photography background stand. Originally, I was going to use some high-speed brushed motors with 3D printed flywheels, but the brittleness of the PLA caused the wheels to completely explode due to the centripetal forces, so I needed a more controlled option. I'm a big electric skateboard guy, and I had some old hub motors lying around, so I chose to use these along with a VESC speed controller from another build, and put the whole thing together. I ended up using twigs as the main source of ammunition for the cannon because it has a medium to long body, and it also has caramel inside of it, which makes it easier to squish and gives the wheels a bit more grip on it because of the force of friction. I used an aluminum L-bar to make the loading channel, and it worked pretty well. The twigs had a pretty snug fit. Then I used a wood block I carved and some bearings to make a sliding pusher, and it was done. Now let's see the final product. I hope you guys enjoyed that little cinematic display, and now that the cannon is fully built, it's time to do some tests and calibration. Alright, so I'm outside now, let's do some testing. Test number 1. So here are the stats I collected. The cannon has a muzzle velocity of about 22 miles per hour, which I use video analysis to find. The cannon's range on flat ground is about 15.3 feet, or 4.6 meters. It also has a really tight shot grouping, which will help us when we try to use it to make the candy into people's buckets. Okay, now that I'm finished testing outside, I moved the cannon inside so I can do some calibrations where I'm going to be keeping the cannon for Halloween. So here's how it's going to work. The cannon's going to be facing outside this window. I'm going to open the window, push out the screen, and put an X on the floor where people can put their candy buckets, and hopefully I'll be able to get it in. Okay, so a question a lot of you might have is this actually safe for kids? Like, if they got hit by it, would it hurt? So I called over my good friend Edwin, and he agreed to be a test subject to make sure that nobody gets hurt by this cannon.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. He did.
What are you talking about,
He
man?
did, yeah.
Come on. No.
He
Get
did.
back here.
He did. Alright, so did that hurt?
Yeah, it really hurt.
Did it actually?
No, I didn't even feel anything.
Now we know it's child safe, so let's see what the trick-or-treaters think. that concludes the Candy Cannon video. Thank you for watching. And if you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing and liking this video, as this is the first video that I've created on this channel. More videos to come. See you in the next one.